Hey, good morning, Glen. It's good to see you're out and about. I don't know what time it is in Australia, but it's morning here in the east coast of the US. Hey, I saw your video about changing out your plastics on your DR for higher visibility. I just have a couple of thoughts. Here's my DRZ, and it came the same kind of gray color as the DR, and I changed this out for all yellow, and I think it definitely helps with visibility, although I have had episodes where a guy almost ran me over. If he's just not looking, he's not looking. I don't know what'll help. I wear high vis jacket too, and white helmet and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to go over a couple things I did to my DR to try to increase my chances of not getting smashed. So the first thing is, here on the handguards, even though it's ugly and doesn't match, I put yellow handguard shields on the bark busters there, so that they're the highest thing up on the bike besides my body, and they're forward facing. Then also on them, this black stripe is actually 3M reflective tape. So when it gets hit with headlights from a car, it lights up pretty good. And then I also put it on the back of my double take mirrors here. And then I put some more down here. I put a stripe all along the swing arm. And you can see on my DRZ I put two stripes, so it's even sportier looking. But anyways, back on the DR, so I put that on there. On the rear rack, I've got some of it here, and I've got some on the side racks and things too. Here in America, the DRs come with this giant piece of crap taillight assembly, and we usually switch them out for the Australian version. So that's what's installed here. I put an LED bulb in this, a red one, because I'm using a red lens. And the first one I got was like too bright. It looked like I was riding my brakes, like my brake light was on the entire time. So I switched to a slightly less powerful one. It's brighter than an incandescent bulb, but it doesn't look like I'm riding the brakes. And of course I have my blue shop towel. I ride around with that so I can evade the police. Here are my bags. The Wolfman bags I have, actually the white stripe is reflective. It's very reflective, as a matter of fact. And so are the little bungees I use there. Going to the forks, something I did was, this is a stripe of 3M white reflective tape that lights up real good when it gets hit. But I think the thing that helps the most with visibility is lights. When I'm just driving around in the car, the motorcycles with the most annoying lights on them actually grab my attention the most. On the DR I have a Skene LED controller, and that's spelled Skene, and that controls the LED lights in my headlights here. And I'll just turn on the key here. Okay, so when I am on low beam, the little lights there are on 20% power. They are 900 lumen lights, cube lights. They're 10 watts each. And actually, because I can't stop fooling around with things, have these little bar switches. I can turn off the headlight, or I can turn off the LEDs independent of each other. But when I flip this on high beam, if I can reach it here, then my LED lights come on full power. Now with the Skene controller, you can actually determine whether you want your LEDs always at 100% or whatever setting you want. It's a pretty cool thing. It's a little box with some wires in it that you hook in. Sits behind the headlight shroud there. But I think lighting, annoying lighting, is one of the best visibility mods that you can do. Skene also makes these things called Photon Blasters, which are little, like 1-inch LED lights that you can hook up forward facing. And he also has some taillight things that like you could hook underneath your rear rack that will tie into your brake lights, and give you like a much wider panel of LED lights when you hit your brakes. Also, just your running light on the rear. Anyways, so here also, this little fender. This is actually a Polysport RMZ 450 fender, and it comes pre-drilled. It fit right up. I think I added an extra washer on each screw in the rear so it'd clear the frame. But it's a much better fender than stock, especially for dirt use. And I think it was like $27. So if you're looking for a new fender, you could check them and see if they have one in the color that you want. But other than that, I'm pretty convinced that high-vis jackets, high-vis colored helmets, yellow, white, what have you, that stuff all helps. An all-yellow bike with teeth on it should help. But I do think putting lights on is probably the best mod you can do for increasing traffic visibility. All right, well, have a great day, Glenn. I'll talk to you later.